Overall, from April to June, I gained 868 subscribers and 4.2 thousand watch hours. Alright guys, I know we're a little late to be digging into our quarter 2 analytics, but I still want to do it, so let's go. Also, I just got back from a long walk, so I'm very dehydrated. Gonna make me some electrolytes and then top up my tea, and then we can get into this. Why? They always get stuck in there. Also, does anyone just top up their tea all day long? It's like so watered down, but some of us are caffeine sensitive around here, okay? I also forgot, it's lunchtime. We got old reliable burrito bowl. Every time when I'm trying to switch up my meal prep plans and just get creative, I always come back to the old reliable burrito bowl, okay? My channel growth skyrocketed in quarter 2. I'm missing my hot sauce. Anyway, my channel growth started peaking at the end of quarter 1, but quarter 2, I saw some really big growth, and right now I feel like we're kind of stabilizing, and I think there's many reasons for that, but we'll talk about that in quarter 3 video, whenever that comes at the end of September or something. I don't know. Living in Australia has my seasons and months all mixed up. I am currently sitting at 981 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I feel like when I ended quarter 1, I was at 81 subscribers in March. 81 subscribers in March. That means I've gained over 900 subscribers since March. That means we're like less than 20 subs away from reaching the monetization goals, which is like really, really exciting. In April, I gained 544 subscribers and 2.5 thousand watch hours, which is absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure in the start of quarter 2, I reached the 4,000 watch hours, which is absolutely insane. My first child-free video really popped off, and right now I think that video is sitting at 38,000 views. It sounds crazy to say those numbers. Like I can see it and it's my video and it still feels crazy to me. So that video is still bringing in views now, and I'm pretty sure it's still bringing in subscribers. I have had subscribers dropping off here and there. I think it's because I'm not sticking to just being a child-free creator, and that is something that I don't want to do. Like, being child-free is a part of my life. It isn't my whole life, and I just wouldn't feel happy creating content only about that one subject. I will talk a little bit more at the end about my content strategy going forward and kind of like where I'm at. I've talked about it in a few videos, just about how we're in this transition phase, and it's just really throwing my creativity off and my excitement to film, just because I am so limited on where and when I can film. It's not a vibe. In these videos, I just pretty much cover the basics, the subscribers gained and the watch hours gained, because when I first started these videos, it was supposed to be like my journey towards monetization. I didn't think that I would have had the growth I did up until this point. I thought maybe towards quarter 4 I would be talking about getting close to the monetization requirements, but that just goes to show you that you just don't know what your YouTube journey is going to look like. And if you are someone that's been wanting to start a channel, or you have just started a channel, just know that, like, comparing yourself to other people's journeys and beating yourself up over like, oh, it's not happening how it's happening for them. It's just, there's no point in doing that, because you have to stick it out to see what your journey is going to look like. And I was just really committed to sticking it out, seeing what that was going to look like, even if that meant that I was going to be reaching monetization 2 years from when I started, 3 years from when I started. I was in it for the long haul. YouTube is the long haul, and I'm just excited to be on this journey. It's been something I've wanted to do for so long, so I'm excited to just be in it. I'm doing it instead of just talking about it, thinking about it. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, okay? So let's go to the next month, which is May. In May, I gained 249 subscribers and 1.3 thousand watch hours. So you can already see that in May, it already dropped down. Like, it already dropped down from over 500 subs to 200 subs. Granted, that's still a lot, and like, I am so grateful for that, because in January, I was getting maybe 3 subs a month. Like, so these numbers are still insane to me. So you could easily look at that and be like, oh my God, like, this is bad, this is a negative thing. But to me, this is still a huge positive, because that's such a big number for me. And I know that when a video pops off, it peaks and then it levels out. And I like to believe I have very real expectations of, you know, the process and the content journey. So I try not to like set my expectations too high. Like I never expected that video to pop off the way it did. Obviously, like I had hopes that it would, you know, resonate with people, but I didn't know it was going to do what it did, and I'm really glad, but I'm grateful even though the numbers are starting to decline, and I expected them to decline, because you can't just ride a wave forever. A wave eventually comes down and levels out. May was like the last month right before we started the whole moving process. Let's see what we're doing for June. I'm really interested to see this because I have not looked at these numbers yet for June, and we were in the middle of moving and doing so many things in June, so I'm really interested to see where things are at in June. Okay, so it's gone down again. So in June, I gained 75 subscribers, and my watch time was at 400 watch hours. My watch time dropped down by like 1,000 hours in June. It's actually crazy to see how much my numbers dropped down, and this is my first time seeing it, so I'm actually a little shocked. But I did expect my numbers to drop down. I don't know how much. I just knew because I was dropping down my uploading schedule. So I went from uploading 2 times a week to 1 time a week. And the videos I've been making since we've been in this moving phase, we had 2 weeks to move out of our house. We basically did it all in one weekend, and it was just very tiring. And now we are in a situation where we're living with people. I don't have the creativity, the room, the flexibility to film the same way I was in the other place until we move into our new place. And so I knew that it was going to impact how I was creating content and how often I was creating content. So I knew that June was going to be a very low month for my channel, but I didn't want to stop posting altogether. I'm not loving the content I've been putting out in this transitional phase. I'm glad that I'm staying on top of creating to some extent, because I know for me personally, when I take too much time off of filming and editing and creating, I just feel so rusty when I get back into it. So when we get to our new place, I don't want to feel so rusty. So I'm like, just create, just do your best, just show up. And yeah, so I'm trying not to live in this all or nothing mindset. Like if it can't be exactly how I want it to be, then I'm not going to create at all. I'm trying to avoid that. And yeah, I'm just giving myself a lot of grace at this time. Like things aren't going to be perfect. I've really cut back on like editing as well. So I've been obviously editing, but I haven't been editing to the extent that I usually do in my videos. And if you've been around here for a while, you've probably noticed a decline in the editing. And it's just been way more laid back. So I've allowed myself to lean into that because at the end of the day, this is my channel, this is my brand and my journey, and I want it to be flexible. So I'm hoping to create an audience who wants to come and vibe with me through the ups and downs of life. And if there's a couple of months, if I'm in a season of life where I am not able to put out the quality, I'm hoping that I can create a community that is down for that is down for the fact that I'm a human and I have all these things going on behind the camera that don't get seen. And I am just doing the best that I can. And when you're a smaller creator, I feel like you feel this pressure to like just create the best, most amazing like content all the time so that you can grow your channel, especially if you are someone like me. Like I want to create an income with this. I want this to be my job. This is something that I'm building and working towards. So you want to take it seriously, but you also want to not burn yourself out. You want to have that balance. I want this to be something that I love and that I feel like I enjoy coming to, and that doesn't feel like this like pressure to show up and perform. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's realistic, but that's what I'm trying to create. We went from over 500 subscribers in a month down to 75 subscribers in a month. And I am so freaking proud of all 75 of you that have decided to hit that subscribe button this month or last month, because it's July now. Thank you so much for being here. Honestly, I'm in my hot mess era right now, and so anyone who's deciding to tag along to the journey, I just appreciate you, okay? I do, because it makes me feel like keep going, girl, because people are still showing up even though you're going through it right now and you're in the middle of a really transitional, stressful time, okay? So If you're here watching this, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So what is ahead for Life by Jamie? I really just want to get settled into a new place so that I can just start a fresh slate with fresh new content. I really am going to start leaning into just sharing more of my life of living abroad and what that's been like for the last 10 years. I think I was creating a lot of stories around doing this and like really leaning into the fact that I do live abroad. I feel like a lot of times content creators, especially aspiring, growing content creators, we can get in our head about like the content that we want to talk about. We see someone else do it and it seems awesome, amazing, but then the minute we put it into our situation, we're like, oh, that's not boring, no one wants to watch that. We can like have these kind of stories. But I really just want to share more of my life of me living abroad. So some of the differences that I've noticed, the things that I miss from home, just the day-to-day things that come up, and just sharing more of me just navigating life abroad, because even after being here for 10 years, I find that there are still things that come up that I didn't expect. Still want to talk about mindset, so I'm going to be talking about that. I just have a whole vision of like how I want to end this year for my channel. One, I want to definitely be monetized by the end of 2023. I think it's gonna happen in July. What is it? I don't know. We got 2 weeks left of July. By the end of July, end of August, I should be monetized. I feel like I keep saying that at the end of every month, but I am still getting subscribers every single day, so I'm assuming that it's going to happen over the next couple of months. You guys will obviously know when I know, so we'll see what happens. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoy vibing with me here, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I would love to have you here. Definitely going to be creating content around my moving, unpacking, decorating, you know, settling into the new place vibes, so definitely stay tuned for that. I also have an upcoming trip happening next month. Literally, it's coming up so quickly. It's my first trip overseas since 2019, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see my family after like 4 years. It's been so long. And I can't wait to eat Chipotle. You guys. Australia cannot do Mexican food, okay? And I've just been craving Chipotle, a burrito bowl, the tortilla chips, the guac. It's so hard to get good guac here unless you make it yourself. But I don't always want to be making guac myself, okay? I want to be able to go and get it somewhere. They just be smashing up avocados and calling it guacamole. I'm like, excuse me, where's the onions? Where's the cilantro? Where's the tomato? Like, where's the squeeze of lime, lemon, some flavor, some salt? Like, where is it? All right. We won't go there. But anyway. So, like, I'm definitely going to be talking more about that kind of stuff, like, don't get Mexican in Australia. Even though every time a new Mexican place pops up here, I'm going to try it, because I'm just still going to have that hope that maybe this is different. Maybe this will be different. And every time I leave disappointed. So, you'd think I'd learned my lesson, but I'm never going to give up that hope. Okay, and even if they charge almost like $9 for a damn taco and has no filling on it, I'm hoping to share a little bit of that. I really do want to be present during this trip. I'm going to be vlogging for my other channel, my travel channel with my boyfriend. So if you want to see what we're going to release there, you can definitely check that out. I'm going to do what I can because I would love to just have something documented from that trip. I'm really excited to just have this channel as like a documentation of my life that I can look back on when I'm 60 and watch these videos. So I do love that. And I do love that about like creating a YouTube channel. Like, these are videos I'm going to be able to look back on and be like, oh, Jamie, if only you knew. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited about that. So I do want to capture some of it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I don't know what's ahead. All I know is that when we are out of this transition phase, I know I'm going to get all my creativity back, and I'm just so excited for that moment. I'm going to be really focusing on getting back up to 2 uploads a week and just having fun with my creativity again. So that is the plan for Q3 once I get into the transition phase. So it might happen towards the end of Q3, but I definitely know that is my big goal for like ending this channel on a high note for this year, is to be monetized by the end of this year, hopefully in the next couple of months, and to just be in a consistent flow and just vibing with my content. So those aren't really like number goals, but they're vibe goals, okay? And sometimes I feel like people get caught up on the numbers so much and they need to focus on the vibes. What kind of vibe do you want to create, okay? What kind of vibe do you want to feel while you are creating? So I think those things are important as well. I'm also going to be sharing like behind the scenes of like a growing content creator who lives abroad. Pretty much like I feel like a lot of my content is going to be that. It's going to be like behind the scenes of someone who lives overseas and is a growing content creator. That's going to be like the vibe I'm leaning into. I definitely still want to talk about like mindset stuff, and I'm definitely going to talk about like content creation. I love talking about that kind of stuff. I'm figuring it out and I'm just having fun along the way, okay? So if you want to come for the ride, you are welcome to join me. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video that I have absolutely no idea what it is because I'm not in my flow of creativity. But I will see you then. Bye!